And so we're not hopeless to the situation, right? We have options, we have choices. If we choose, right, we can choose. Now, here's the thing, we have something called free will, right? And with our free will, we can choose to stay asleep, right? We can choose to stay asleep and maybe not even observe or absorb what is happening, but that's you using your free will, right? Or we can choose to take a deeper look and heal, right? And when I say take a deeper look and heal, I don't mean looking at your neighbor and bringing out their flaws. I mean looking at yourself and choosing to heal, right? Because we can't we can't do for others what we can't do for ourselves. So the best gift that we can give anybody is to heal, including ourselves, right? Once we are choosing to heal, we're walking in our path, right? Not only do we as a collective in humanity, like I mean all of humanity, right? Not just a specific, like I want to be clear on that because there are some chosen beings, and I'm very grateful for my family, for my soul tribe, right? But that speak about, like, the collective, which is great, you know. Shout out to my collective. However, as humanity, all of us, we can all heal. There's nothing special about nobody that, like, literally we could all heal. We can all heal, right? And by doing so, we can we exercise our free will, because that's something that we do have, free will, right? And we exercise a free will on our day on a daily basis every time we choose to engage in things that no longer benefit us. Anytime we choose to look the other way and not realize or open our eyes to what is really happening in humanity, right? Because if you think about it, these children are going missing, right? Children are going missing, women are going missing. Um, Even think about, like, the attacks with, like, the violence and stuff at that school, right? All of this is called demonic possession. Okay? We can make all the excuses that we want. We can say, well, it's trauma, or maybe, abandonment issues, or he or she was bullied, right? But at the end of the day, and then they'll get diagnosed, you know, by Western medicine, saying, schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, right? And all of those things are what they are, right? Now the thing is that we have to start calling things what they are, right? These are spirits that are taking over people, and then they go ahead and do crazy things. I mean, just think about it, meditate on it, pray on it. And the reason why these spirits are able to take over these vessels, it's because they have wounds. And that doesn't mean that we have to be perfect, right? That doesn't mean that we are just going to be like, oh my God, I have no wounds, I'm healed all the time. That's not real. That's not realistic, right? But we can take accountability for who we are. We can take accountability for what has been done to us. We can take accountability for what we've done and start moving towards healing with our free will that we have, that God gave us, right? Or whatever you choose to subscribe to, right? Because this is also not about religion or any type of belief system here. That's not who I am. Um, I believe in free will, truth, and balance. And so if we're all able to exercise that, then we as a collective, as a human collective, go ahead and take these people's power back, because once we start healing, these people won't have anything to attach their entities to, right? Once we start healing, we ourselves will one, choose better things for ourselves, right? So we won't be doing the things that we would do if we would be hurting, in pain, with fear, with betrayal wounds, with abandonment wounds, with rejection wounds. We wouldn't be operating in the same manner, because we have started healing. It's just automatically, it just comes with it. And I speak on that because around last year, around this time, I was on dating sites. That's how I got catfished by the guy that was sent by my family, right? By these Masons and Eastern Stars, right? Had it not been for God, I would have been in the bayous. Because that's what they do with the women. They trick them, they bring them to them, right? Or even the many times, the couple times that we were together and I lost consciousness because things were put in my drink, right? Had it not been for God, I would not be here. The only reason I'm here is because God Almighty, literally. Not to, and this is why I come up here and I speak on these things, because once we're aware of it and we start to heal, we make better choices. Like, I'm not in no dating site somewhere. I don't want to. I've been celibate for like months, like 9 months. And like last year around this time, I wasn't so celibate. Last year around this time, I was still drinking, I was still smoking, I was still partying. Now, I rather do other things. It's been like a complete flip. And I also had an awakening as a result of, choosing to heal. Right? So, and I give this as an example just of like things that we can all accomplish, right? Because this is something that we can all do. Like, literally, if I did it, everybody could do it. Everybody, like all of humanity, all of humanity, right? And when we do that, when we go ahead and we heal, not only do we heal our wounds, right? And we also go ahead and we wake up our bloodline, our ancestral bloodline. And so if people try to send you spiritual attacks, your ancestors can defend you in the spiritual realm, and they'll guide you and they'll lead you, right? And I could also speak on this because that's what's happening with me. I look like I'm by myself, like it's just me and my children and my dog, but I have a whole spirit team that's with me. I'm not alone. God is with me, my ancestors are with me, and my spirit team is with me. The more I heal, the more I awaken my bloodline, the more I remember who I am, the more I awaken my spiritual gifts, the more I ascend. And once we ascend to a certain level, when we ascend, our discernment and intuition kicks in. So we're just automatically are gonna like be able to identify BS. And when we heal, we also heal others. So the best gift we can give is healing.